Imagine a world where creating a genetic duplicate of yourself is possible. This is the essence of human cloning, making a genetically identical copy of a human being. Unlike natural reproduction, which combines DNA from two parents, cloning uses a single cell from a donor to create an individual with the same genetic makeup. The idea of human cloning might seem like science fiction, but it's a topic that has captivated scientists and ethicists for decades. The possibility of replicating ourselves raises profound questions about identity, individuality, and the very definition of what it means to be human. Cloning is not a new concept in the natural world. Many organisms like bacteria, plants, and even some animals reproduce asexually, creating genetically identical offspring. However, the complexities of human biology make the process of human cloning far more challenging and ethically charged. As we delve deeper into the world of cloning, we must grapple with the scientific possibilities and the ethical considerations it presents. The world watched in awe in 1996 when Dolly the sheep became the first mammal successfully cloned from an adult cell. This groundbreaking achievement shattered scientific barriers and ignited a global conversation about the potential and perils of cloning. While Dolly's birth marked a pivotal moment in cloning history, the technology remains far from perfected.
Cloning mammals still faces significant challenges, with low success rates and potential health problems for both clones and surrogate mothers. Scientists have successfully cloned several other animal species since Dolly, including cats, dogs, and even endangered animals. These advancements offer hope for conservation efforts and potential medical breakthroughs. However, the technical hurdles and ethical concerns surrounding human cloning remain much more complex.
The prospect of replicating humans raises a host of ethical dilemmas, from concerns about potential exploitation and the creation of designer babies, to the psychological and societal implications of living in a world with genetic duplicates. Despite the ethical controversies, the potential medical benefits of cloning are undeniable. Imagine a future where scientists can use cloning technology to grow new organs for transplantation, eliminating the agonizing wait for organ donors. This is just one example of how cloning could revolutionize the field of medicine. Cloning also holds promise for treating diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. By creating genetically identical cells or tissues, scientists could potentially develop targeted therapies and even reverse the damage caused by these debilitating conditions. The ability to study cloned cells could provide unprecedented insights into the root causes of diseases and lead to new treatments. Furthermore, cloning could offer hope for infertile couples longing to have children who are genetically related to them. While this application raises ethical questions about reproductive rights and the definition of family, it highlights the potential of cloning to address deeply personal and emotional aspects of human experience. The medical possibilities presented by cloning are vast and tantalizing, offering hope for a future where we can overcome some of humanity's most challenging medical obstacles. The idea of cloning often conjures up images of identical copies of individuals, indistinguishable from the original in every way. This notion, fueled by science fiction and popular culture, is a misconception. While clones share identical genetic blueprints with their donors, they are not exact replicas. Environmental factors, upbringing, and personal experiences play a crucial role in shaping an individual's personality, beliefs, and character. A clone of Albert Einstein, for instance, would inherit Einstein's genetic predisposition for brilliance, but they would not necessarily share his genius-level intellect or achieve the same scientific breakthroughs. Think of identical twins as a naturally occurring example of genetic similarity. While sharing the same DNA, twins develop unique personalities and life paths influenced by their experiences and interactions with the world around them. The same would hold true for clones. It's essential to separate the science of cloning from the fictional narratives that often exaggerate its capabilities. Cloning is about replicating genetic material, not replicating consciousness or personal identity.
Section 5. The ethical minefield. Navigating the moral maze of cloning. The prospect of human cloning throws open a Pandora's box of ethical dilemmas. Critics argue that cloning is morally reprehensible, with potentially catastrophic consequences for humanity.
One of the most pressing concerns is the potential for exploitation. Would clones be treated as individuals with equal rights or as commodities?
The potential for a black market in cloned organs is a chilling thought. The psychological well-being of clones is a major concern.
The ethical debate surrounding human cloning is complex and multifaceted. We must proceed with caution and engage in informed dialogue about the implications. Section 6. Playing God or playing doctor? The debate over cloning for reproduction. The idea of using cloning for reproduction is perhaps the most ethically charged aspect of this technology. Proponents argue that it could offer hope for infertile couples or those who have lost a child, allowing them to experience the joy of parenthood with a child who shares their genetic lineage. However, opponents view reproductive cloning as a dangerous interference with the natural order, potentially creating a slippery slope towards designer babies and a society obsessed with genetic perfection. The potential for psychological harm to children born into families where one sibling is a genetic copy of another is also a significant concern. The debate over reproductive cloning is fundamentally about our understanding of family, the ethics of manipulating human life, and the limits of scientific intervention. It's a debate that forces us to confront our values and beliefs about the very nature of humanity. Section 7. Identity Crisis. The implications of cloning on individuality. The possibility of human cloning challenges our fundamental understanding of individuality. In a world where genetic duplicates are possible, what does it mean to be unique? Would clones be seen as individuals in their own right, or would their existence blur the lines of personal identity? Our sense of self is tied to our genetic makeup, upbringing, and experiences. Clones, sharing identical DNA, would forge their own paths, shaped by unique interactions. The potential for clones to be seen as mere copies raises concerns about their autonomy. Section 8. A slippery slope? Concerns about genetic engineering and designer babies. The debate over human cloning intersects with concerns about genetic engineering and designer babies.
If we can create genetic copies, what's to stop us from selecting traits like intelligence or eye color? This raises ethical questions about diversity and social inequalities.
Would designer babies create a genetic divide? The technology is in its infancy but has undeniable potential.
It's crucial to establish ethical guidelines and regulations.
The future of these technologies is uncertain. Open dialogue can ensure these technologies improve human life while upholding equality and dignity. Section 9. Cloning and society potential impacts on social structures. The advent of human cloning would have far-reaching implications for society. From legal and ethical frameworks to social norms and family structures, the ripple effects would touch every aspect of life.
One immediate impact would be on legal systems. Laws on inheritance, parental rights, and identity would need reevaluation.
Socially, clones could challenge traditional family notions. Integrating clones into social structures requires careful adaptation.
Cloning could exacerbate social inequalities. Limited access could create a genetic underclass.
Human cloning presents both challenges and opportunities. Section 10. Regulation and responsibility. The need for ethical guidelines in cloning. As with any powerful technology, the potential for both good and harm exists within human cloning. This underscores the critical need for strict ethical guidelines and regulations to govern the development and application of this potentially transformative technology.
International cooperation is paramount to ensure that cloning research and applications adhere to ethical standards. A global consensus on the permissible uses of cloning technology is essential to prevent abuse and exploitation. Furthermore, public education and open dialogue are crucial to demystifying cloning and fostering informed decision-making.
By engaging in thoughtful and respectful conversations about the ethical, social, and legal implications of cloning, we can work towards a future where this technology is used responsibly and for the benefit of humanity.
The future of human cloning hinges on our ability to balance scientific progress with ethical considerations. By embracing a cautious yet optimistic approach, we can harness the potential of cloning while safeguarding the values that define us as a society.
Section 11. A future with clones? Balancing hope and caution. The possibility of human cloning is no longer a question of if, but when. As science continues to advance, we are moving closer to a future where creating genetic duplicates of ourselves is a tangible reality. This prospect fills us with a mix of awe, excitement, and trepidation. The potential benefits of cloning are undeniable. From medical breakthroughs to addressing infertility, cloning offers tantalizing possibilities for improving human life. However, the ethical dilemmas and potential risks associated with cloning cannot be ignored. We must proceed with caution, guided by ethical principles and a deep respect for human dignity. Open dialogue, rigorous regulation, and careful consideration of the potential societal impacts are essential to navigating the complex landscape of human cloning. The future with clones will be shaped by the choices we make today. By embracing a balanced approach, one that acknowledges both the hope and the caution that cloning inspires, we can strive to create a future where this technology is used responsibly and ethically, contributing to the betterment of humanity and our world.